resting place. Celebrating over 50 years proud service to the community, Heinemann Funeral Services.
Appalachian Wireless and Samsung introduced a smartphone that everyone is flipping over, the Z Flip 3. Looking for something that stands out in the crowd amongst regular smartphones? Then the Z Flip 3 is the device for you. On the region's best service, Appalachian Wireless, the Z Flip 3 is an actual flip phone that, when opened, reveals a stunning 6.7-inch touchscreen for the best of both worlds. It's compact, powerful, and the most unique smartphone in the world. Get more information at AppalachianWireless.com. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in getting your hands dirty.
I believe the best recipes are never written down.
I believe in fried chicken, cornbread, and soup beans.
I believe in the cards. I believe in cats.
I believe in insurance coverage that helps you sleep at night.
I believe in always carrying an umbrella.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Contact Derek Bowling, your Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in Hazard. Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Heinemann and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
Welcome back into historic Memorial Gym. Harold Brashear and the Hall of Famer, David Adams, bringing you the action tonight. David, a little cross-district matchup early in the year. The Hazard Bulldogs and the Leslie County Eagles taking the court tonight. Coach Justin Rice leading the Eagles over here. A little bit of a rough start to the season for Leslie County. They lost to Whitley County at home. Hazard opened up with Owsley County, had a relatively easy victory there. How do you see this one playing out, David?
Well, I'm kind of interested to see the Bulldogs without Pelfrey at that guard position. Excellent player last year for Hazard. Well, seemed like Pelfrey was there for 5 or 6 years playing varsity ball. He did such a good job for that team, led the team, nice ball player. So I'm kind of curious how Coach Holland's going to fill some spots.
I tell you, I was talking to some people, and I know this is kind of cliche, but the most important returner for the Hazard Bulldogs was when Coach Al Holland decided to come back and coach another year, because he's been around a time or two.
To be honest with you, I heard his wife wanted him out of the house.
I can see
wasn't
that.
much help, and she was having to do all the work, and I think she just said, look, you need to go back. You just go back. But, yeah, good to see him back. He loves the game. He still enjoys it and does a good job. And he's got Larry Robinson with him, who also is a big help too.
And, you know, you're looking at some of the keys to the game. Leslie County, they've got to find some offense. You know, they have Wyatt Hensley. They've got to find somebody else to score the basketball. But, David, the big one that you mentioned before the game, they have to limit turnovers, because you know Hazard's going to bring the heat defensively.
Yeah, you're going to find pressure when you play Hazard. Coach Holland mixes up. He likes to trap whenever possible. He'll switch, and you know, that's been his strong point. Good half-court defense down the stretch last year. They played it well.
And Hazard, they've got to take good shots. They've got to find those shots without Pelfrey. They had Pelfrey. He could dig them out of some jams in the half court. This year it's going to be more based on getting some shots out of their offense. And they've got to control the boards. They're a little bit undersized this year. But if they can rebound in the way they play defense, Hazard could be in the mix again.
They could. Ford's tough in the paint. He does a good job for that team, and he battles. And he's going to have to play well this year in the paint I think, for the Bulldogs to have a shot at the Breathitts. You know, because Breathitt has a lot of size and strength back. So we'll see how they match up. You know, I thought he did a great job with his team last year, Coach Holland.
I did. I thought he did probably the best coaching job in the region.
He did an excellent job, and he really was undersized, and he went through the region. He met up with Knott County and Knott County's size, and Coach King had his guys arranged and organized, and I thought the size was the difference in that.
I thought that when you looked at it, Knott County was just a little bigger, a little stronger.
They were
just about every position.
Yeah, they were. Coach King had a strong team. They come on at the end, and so it prevailed for them. But I thought Coach Holland had a good season.
I thought they did, and you know, Coach Holland, you can't count him out. I mean, you don't win 10 regions by accident.
No,
that's for sure. You don't fall into those. But getting ready to look at the starters for Leslie County, they're in all black uniforms tonight, and notice a lot of teams are going to the black in their away uniforms.
Well, they are, and you know, I guess kids like to change, and you know, you see that in the college level as well, and so. You know, I guess they're easy to take care of, Earl, you know, so why not, you know?
So the starters for Leslie, you had Wyatt Hensley came out first, followed by Dylan Baker, then big Andrew Hacker. He'll be in the post. He had a good game the other night. He was 6 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line.
Yeah.
Cameron Bradford, he's a good shooter. And then Dalton Browning will be at the other guard for Leslie County. They come in at 0-1. They're coached by Justin Rice.
You know, Coach Rice, at one time last season, I thought the Eagles were playing pretty good ball, and but you know, he's in a district. You know, you draw the Commodores, you draw the Bulldogs. You know, it's tough. It's not an easy district.
For Hazard coming out will be Tyson Turner. He'll start at guard. Very good defensive player. Dawson Duff had his best game in Hazard uniform with 17 points to open the season. Jamel Hazel, he'll be wearing number 12. He'll be at the 3 position at the 4. The aforementioned Andrew Ford, he's Hazard's go-to guy this season. And then Chris Jones, a senior, back for his 5th year, will be in the post. Of course, Hazard coached by Al Holland. And David, we're about ready to tip this one off. And Hazard looked good against Owsley County the other night. I got to watch that game. The pressure defense really got to Owsley, and Leslie's got to figure that out.
Yeah, and Coach Holland will bring that every game. This size team he has and the speed he has, he'll use it to his advantage, and he'll use different defensive tactics. He'll have different traps. He likes to trap on the side, Harold, coming up most of the time, and but he'll do it in the corners as well when he gets the opportunity.
As we're ready to tip it off, Hazel's going to jump center for Hazard, and, man, they controlled that with ease. Maybe too much ease. Almost got out of bounds on them there.
Boy, the floor looks nice at Memorial Gym.
Got a little two-tone going on.
Yeah. And hello to Coach Fannin down at Hazard tonight. If you're not at the game, Coach, glad to have you along.
And Hazard, you know, Hazard's going to move the ball around. They're going to run that offense. Coach Holland likes to run it till he gets a good shot.
Yeah. Leslie County, they feel that 32 defense, 1-2-2 look at times.
And Hazard in having no trouble getting an open look after several passes, and there is what we talked about as Jones puts one back in for the Bulldogs.
Nice rebound right there in the paint when it come off and goes right straight back up without the dribble and gets that easy shot.
Hazard going to show some token pressure. And now they're going to back up and man-to-man defense. That's what Coach Holland plays most now. It used to be a 1-3-1 for several years.
Yes.
And let's see what Leslie can do against that. Wyatt Hensley, the player to watch. Really, man, Wyatt Hensley, good athlete. Had a good baseball season, came on, played football, and did well.
There's a nice touch.
That's Cameron Bradford, a little left-hand hook shot to tie it up at 2.
Nice soft touch with the left hand.
I see our old buddy C.J. Howard over across the way.
Yeah,
taking
C.J.
in the ball game.
He likes those games pretty well. He loves high school basketball. See him out at Walmart. He talks about the games.
And loves the Leslie County Eagles.
Absolutely.
Hazard's going to go a little 4 out, 1 in. And there's a turnover by Hazard. Turner turns it over. Hensley with a steal, leads the break. Gets it off, and that shot missed. That little soft left-hander by Bradford wouldn't go.
Turner tried to go between two guys there. No room and nowhere to go. Leslie County spreading that defense out.
Hazard was several new players from the last couple of years. They've lost a lot of kids. Nice pass down to Hazel, who puts it up and draws the foul.
I like the pass from the big guy forward, and just a soft touch into his buddy, and goes up strong. Harold, he gets the old-fashioned three-point play. The Hyman Pro Mart and one.
And this is part of where Hazel struggled from the line, but rattles that one home. And Hazard out to a 3-point lead, 5-2. Now a little full court pressure and almost caused the turnover.
Hazard that 1-2. I thought he took a bad angle, Harold. He had an opportunity there to set up and go right off the glass, but decided not to.
The backboard is an underutilized
it
part of the
indeed.
game as we see the bank on the other end.
Yeah, you've got to take advantage of the backboard. That square's up there for a reason. It's a good angle if you're on the side, and use that sucker.
Coach Rice going to have to call a timeout, that pressure defense, and they're going to have to bring some guys back. We're going to take a break with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Hometown 24.
At TVS Cable, we are committed to providing you with the best broadband available. At TVS Cable, we are committed to providing you with the best broadband available. Whether that be through expansion of our fiber-to-the-home facilities, new builds into previously unserved areas, or by launching DOCSIS 3.1, the latest technology in cable broadband. TVS Cable has always changed with the demands of Eastern Kentucky, and we will continue to make investments in our area because we care about Eastern Kentucky. It's our home too.
Back to action here at Memorial Gymnasium. Coach Rice forced to burn a timeout. Now Hazard going to pull back in the zone. I've seen Coach Holland do that a lot.
He changes after a timeout most of the time. Smart move.
2-3 zone, they'll trap out of this. Yeah, that's what I thought he would do out of that. Bradford fires one, can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. It'll go over to Hazard. Bradford's taking 3 shots here early on.
Ford missed his block out there and give Leslie County an opportunity there. He got a block out underneath the basket.
Hazard going to walk. They're going to set something up. They're going to go out of this 4 out, 1 in. They're going to go a little high-low. And I'm going to call it travel there. That's a play right there Coach Holland calls gap, where he'll post up one guy and curl the other one in front of him.
Ford's on the point of this press. He's the tallest one, got the long arms to help deflect those basketballs. Good job by the Eagles to get it down.
And nice bucket there by Dalton Browning to cut into this lead.
Browning got right in close, used the board, and got to 2.
Kentucky Wildcats in action tonight, taking on Southern.
Got Sean Dameron at Morgantown, West Virginia, tuning into the game tonight.
Offensive board by Hazard, can't score it. And now we're going to have a jump ball.
Tim Short, Lexington, Kentucky. Hello, big guy. We got some viewers watching the game. Good to have them along, Harold.
Always good when we see those texts come in from
Absolutely.
viewers. People who normally can't get to the gym like to watch high school basketball. Leslie County with a turnover. That's the first turnover for them tonight. And we talked about they have to limit those, and so far they've done a good job.
Yes. And I like the zone set by Leslie. It's kind of slowing Hazard's speed down. You know, Hazard's got good speed. They like to drive the lane, and this year is keeping the offensive player in front of them.
Another turnover by Turner from Hazard. Just threw that one away. No angle on that pass. And I bet you dollars to donuts that this substitution's coming in for Turner.
Chances are good.
And there it is. 8th grader Seth Cottle going to enter in. His sister was a pretty good player, Haley Cottle.
Oh, absolutely. A real nice ball player at Hazard. You got to coach her, Harold.
Absolutely, I tell you.
She did a good job.
Bradford, and he's going to knock that 3 down, and just like that, all tied up at 7.
Bradford got his feet set. Nice touch in that corner. Leslie County's come to the game and said, look, we're going to let you have the shot outside, but we're going to do our best to defend the paint.
And, you know, really Hazard, Duff, pretty good perimeter shooter if he's open, but really no other proven shooters on this team.
Right.
And, you know, last year they had several. You know, they had Pelfrey, they had Shoptaw, who transferred as Jones knocks down the first free throw.
Shoptaw went to Atlanta, Georgia. His dad got a job down there, I believe.
Yes.
Harold.
And, you know, he was
as
good of an 8th grader as you'll see.
Oh, he could shoot the basketball. No question about it.
So
very good.
You have Pelfrey, Shoptaw, and then Jarrett Napier.
Yeah.
And then as Leslie County going to get a breakaway layup, and they're going to take a quick lead here, 9-8.
Yeah. Leslie County, a good game plan starting off here, trying to slow the Bulldogs down with the zone, the matchup pressure out on the floor.
You know, I like a 1-2-2 zone at times.
Yeah. And they're almost set like a 3-2, and I've seen them set with a 1-2-2 or a 3-2 and drop the middle man down to double the ball on the block. But I've not seen Leslie County's middle man go down and double yet.
And they're going to have to do that if Hazard can get into Ford, because Ford's so athletic in there, and he just showed it on that play.
Yeah, I think Coach Holland, after the last move, has pretty much made his mind up. He's going to that block and force Leslie to guard him down there.
Oh, that should have been picked
yes.
off.
Yes, it should have. 11-9, 2:37 to go here at Memorial Gym. If you're just joining us, Leslie County and Hazard.
Hensley's going to draw the foul against Seth Kopp. Dale Kahn officiating. Officiated over in the 15th region for many, many years.
He did.
Made the move to the 14th last season. Andrew Hacker going to go to the rim. Didn't use the glass again. David, have you noticed on the inbounds plays under the goal? You know, used to that was always a set where you tried to score. Now a lot of teams just kind of throw over the top and try to get it in.
Well, you know, you're going to take what they give you, and a lot of times if you've got a gap down there, used to most of the time you had 3 players down on the baseline, and there was not much lane there. But now if you're manning up, you can screen away or curl and may get that opportunity under the basket. Leslie County coming right back, matching the bucket.
Hacker with a nice bucket outside the lane. Near turnover there. Hazard already with 5 people in the scoring column. Leslie with 4. So it's spread out. Cottle, nice drive. Man, left that well short, though.
Pelfrey and Napier last year, the 2 guards that's gone from the Bulldogs, and I tell you, they were 2 dandies. They played well.
Tell you what, that team had a good 3-year run. Made it to the regional finals.
Yeah.
3 years in a row. Another turnover by Hazard. Breakaway layup. Oh, my goodness. Missed a wide open layup there. And instead of being a tie game, you're going to be down by 2, and then you pick up a foul 90 feet from the bucket.
To be honest with you, there's been 4 shots, Harold, so far in the game that Leslie County had opportunities to make, but not correct use of the backboard. You've got to You've got to do that. You've got to use that square.
You know, used to, you were taught from an early age, use that square and that big block down on near the baseline. That's the angle you want to take in there. And
absolutely.
And anymore, they might as well just take that off the course. Cottle missed that
nice
badly.
Rebound.
Jones crashing the boards early. He's got 5 points to pace the Bulldogs.
Strong rebound, used the board, got the easy bucket.
Turnover Leslie County and a foul.
Leslie getting a little hurry there. They just need to settle down. They've been doing a good job passing the ball down, but there they were trying to dribble down. 53 seconds, 15-11, Bulldogs.
Quick first quarter.
It has been.
Hazard going to go 3 across the baseline this time. There's that little curl. Hacker did a good job, though, dropping that time. Oh, yep. Leslie's going to switch it up.
Yep, they went to 23 here, 2-3 zone, so they can have a man in the middle of the paint. So Coach Rice feels that would work better for him, but the Bulldogs starting to hit some jumpers now.
Duff with his second bucket of the game. 6-point game.
Here's where Ford's height helps, and a mistake by the Bulldogs letting the person around them.
You know, David, that was a good opportunity. If Cottle could have cut that base or that sideline off and Ford could have came behind, then it's like you've got 3 guys guarding one.
Absolutely been an excellent place to trap.
Hensley. Looks like Leslie will try to take the last shot here, trailing by 6. A little Euro step, couldn't get it to go.
2 seconds.
3/4 court shot off the glass, no good. At the end of 1, Hazard 17, Leslie County 11. We'll be back on Hometown 24.
Being in an accident can leave you feeling vulnerable and lost. You need a lawyer who will fight for you and be there by your side the entire way. What I believe is that with trust and collaboration, we can get you the justice that you deserve. Go to KyleSHall.com right now to schedule a free consultation. I will review the details of your case and get you back on your feet. Don't navigate the legal system alone. Get me in your corner right now.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at TimShortAutoGroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Welcome back in. And David, Hazard started to impose their will a little late in that first quarter. But Leslie County, man, a lot of point-blank shots.
Yeah, the backboard has not been kind to them so far. No question about that.
Well, they've not tried to use it, so they don't know how kind it's been.
I want to say hello to my buddy Dave and Ann Dixon over in Lots Creek.
Yes,
Good
sir.
high school basketball fans.
I've made a few trips down the highway with Dave Dixon.
Yep. There's Leslie County taking care of the paint. Has her good ball movement now.
Oh, nice block by Hensley. Came out of nowhere. That's what happens when you don't go hard, though.
Yep. Went up soft and ended up with no basket, no shot. I like that. And again,
my goodness gracious,
that is the 6th attempt. In close.
If you just make half those, we're at a tie ball game right now.
You're right. Mistake by Ford to jump up, nobody to throw to.
And another missed bunny.
Coach Rice will look at this game and say, look, guys, we got to work on using the board in close and taking advantage of those shots.
Duff with a putback, and I tell you what, Hazard, one of the keys was the rebounding, and Hazard really crashing that offensive glass here early on.
Yeah, they're scoring on the second shot a lot here.
Coach Rice, fiery young coach.
I think Coach Rice thought the basketball should have been.
Oh, man,
Yes.
they're going to say it was out on
Yeah.
Leslie County. Referee must have had a better angle than I did. It may have deflected off the foot there. I couldn't really see it. Ford misses one.
Ford went up, not really getting his body in position.
Hensley missed another one. And now Hazard nearly turns it over.
Evidently on the line there. Good effort, though.
Oh, they're going to say Coach Highland got a timeout as the player was sliding, so we'll give them 30 seconds. We'll be back in 30. Hazard leads by 8 on Hometown 24.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Action Hazard Bulldogs will have the basketball on their sideline. And, David, we expected Leslie maybe to have some trouble with the pressure, but Hazard making some just simple turnovers.
Yeah. I tell you, Leslie'd be in great shape right now if they're shooting it from the foul line down was, decent right now. They'd be in the game.
I like their defensive intensity. They're not finishing off with the rebounds, though. They've let Hazard get a couple offensive putbacks. That's right there. They had the rebound and just drop it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's another play where, Leslie should have had the basketball. But not securing the basketball, and it gets away.
They're going to foul away from the basket. It's going to go against Dylan Baker.
Baker playing physical on the baseline there, and physical thought he was a little too rough, and maybe give him a little talk here and try to settle him down a little bit.
You see Cameron Cottle checking in for the Bulldogs. Tell you what, I wish I had $1 for every time Coach Hollins ran that inbounds play where the inbounder will throw it in, they'll throw it out front, and then he'll curl around and get it in the middle of the lane.
Hazard getting ready to inbound here again.
Wow, one in the
we're going to shoot the bonus.
Early on.
Yeah.
5:41 to play.
Looks like we did have a few more students and a few more people come in, Harold, to the game after it's got started here.
Ford perfect on that one.
Ford had a nice season last season. Played hard, had a good year.
Felt like he got better and better as the year went on. Had a tremendous football year this year.
Good athlete.
Knocks them both down. Ford's got 5 points now.
And good trap there, and May have got by with a stepping on the line. And Leslie may have caught a break there. They're going to call a timeout here and try to solve this pressure.
They're going to take a full timeout. Hazard leads by 10. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Hometown 24.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Welcome back to Memorial Gym here in Hazard. I'm glad you're with us. Harold Bashir, David Adams along with you on this Tuesday night high school basketball right here on Hometown 24. 21-11 is the score. It's the Bulldogs taking advantage of those easy missed shots and a few turnovers to have the double-digit lead so far, Harold.
I think as far as effort and gameplay, it's been a pretty evenly played game. It's just like you said, they've missed the shots, and Hazard with some offensive rebounds.
Again, Coach Holland will change his defense out of the timeout, and I'm sure you'll see a trap first pass over, or maybe as soon as he hits the mid-court line. Maybe not. Maybe here comes the trap right about. He's got a trap somewhere, Harold.
He's going to trap somewhere. He traps on 3 different levels out of that defense. There it is on the wing. Oh, just Patrick didn't go out. That's where they wanted to trap.
There's some. Leslie County takes the long jumper.
That was Trenton Rice with a 3-pointer.
Rice, deep shot, 25-footer. Maybe 23, but he was deep.
Took it like the shot clock was winding down.
Yes. Bulldogs with ball movement. Jumper's good.
Cottle with a nice-looking pull-up jump shot.
Kind of shoots that like Miss Haley Cottle. She hit the bottom of the net quite often.
And there's a turnover by Leslie County. That's their 5th. They're starting to mount up a little bit now.
They tried to dodge the pass, just throwing to the 1 or 2 right there in close and tried to hit the 3 guy up there, Harold, and he wasn't ready, I didn't think.
No.
And Coach Rice is even going to let him sit a little while.
There's that same play. Ford puts it up and in.
Ford's tough right there. And Leslie really don't match up with Ford very well.
No.
(26-14), just over 4 to play till half.
Leslie not able to get that one to go.
Jump ball. And Leslie's going to get to keep the basketball. Should have some other scores at halftime. We'll try to pass those along in the area. Some games going on.
We'll have a 5-second call.
You know, that was a good change right there. The Bulldogs really manning up tough on the inbound play and not letting anybody have an opportunity to get the basketball.
Just got a message that was actually Banks on that 3 a minute ago, not Rice. They switched some numbers from their roster to their, so that was Banks on that 3. Can't trust the computers anymore, David. You can't trust them.
Sometimes, you know, coaches make changes on the day of the game and don't have an opportunity to go in, and we're going to leave them a little bit of a doubt. You know, we won't get on them too bad.
It's early in the year. We'll cut them a little slack here early on.
Exactly right.
Don't come with that mistake in February.
No, it's not good to have it in February. Nice move by Ford, and he gets the roll.
Soft touch. Ford with 9 points now. And really taking advantage of the paint.
Yeah, and Leslie's getting himself in a bad spot here. They're down 14, and, you know, with a press offense now, they're dribbling more than they were passing. At the start, they was breaking the press by passing the ball down, having a cutter, and now they've kind of got away from that.
And I tell you cannot out-dribble a good press.
No, you cannot. You are right. Coach Holland overloading that one side with the D, and Leslie has an open look and doesn't go.
Ford's going to draw another foul. He'll go back to the free throw line. He's 3 for 3 from the line. Ford being more assertive on offense than we've seen him in the past.
Well, his role is different this year with this team and it was last year. Last year, Coach Holland had some weapons he could go to. And, this year, Ford is going to have that role of he needs a bucket. He's going to be one of the guys he's going to be looking at, Harold, the way it looks.
And, sometimes guys like that secondary role and are successful and have a hard time stepping into that primary role. But it looks like Ford doing a nice job tonight.
He is. And I think he will accept that role and work very hard at it.
He's got 11 points, first player in the double figures here as Hazard's all of a sudden opened up a 16-point lead. As Hensley going to walk it up this time, no pressure from Hazard. Looks like a little half-court man-to-man.
There's the three real quick and comes off, and here comes the Bulldogs.
Pushing the ball up. Cottle, nice look down to Cameron Cottle, couldn't handle it. And then he's going to commit the foul from the floor. Hazard with 5 turnovers here to match Leslie's 5.
Yeah, Cottle put the ball down a little strong and didn't catch it when it bounced back up her and it got away from him. And I know he'd like to have that one back.
Leslie walking up. Hazard already played 10 kids. They're playing a lot of kids this year. But I've been around Coach Holland for a while. It'll start 10 now. When it rolls around tournament time, there won't be 10 kids seeing the court.
Only be 7 get to see the court.
And Coach Holland they're going to get a turnover from Leslie and get a timeout. That's a 30-second timeout with 2 minutes to play here in the half. Hazard out by 16. We'll be back on Hometown 24.
At TVS Cable, we are committed to providing you with the best broadband available. Whether that be through expansion of our fiber-to-the-home facilities, new builds into previously unserved areas, or by launching DOCSIS 3.1, the latest technology in cable broadband. TVS Cable has always changed with the demands of Eastern Kentucky, and we will continue to make investments in our area because we care about Eastern Kentucky. It's our home too.
Back to action here at Memorial Gymnasium. Hazard with a 30-14 lead, and David, it's not been an explosive lead. They've just gradually kind of extended it out.
They've just took advantage of Leslie County's missed shots, and they go down, and they've been fortunate enough to get their good shot. Harold, and it's went for them. But Leslie, they played hard on the defensive end for the most part, but Hazard just hit some shots like this year. That was a good movement in the defense, and Hazard just not able to hang on to the ball and finish the deal there. But I thought Leslie's been moving well on their defense.
I think they've mixed their zones up well, played good. Patrick going to get a 3.
Hazard shooting the ball. When they do get an opportunity, open shot, they've took advantage of it.
And that's something right there, Dave. That's the old throw in and come back in. You've got to be ready for that play. Everybody's got that one in their playbook.
Yeah.
Wyatt Hensley going to draw a foul. Maybe I look at these teams and look at their shoes. Back when you and I played, you didn't have those shoes like that.
No, the coach really didn't give you a opportunity to select your shoes.
He selects your size.
He got your size, and he picked out your shoe. And you wore the shoe that was picked out, or you didn't wear any shoes, or you wasn't out there?
Tickled to death to have those shoes.
Oh, couldn't beat a Chuck Taylor.
That's another turnover by Hazard. And then Leslie's going to turn it right back over.
Yeah, Hazard's doubling the ball up everywhere they can, and Eagles has got to get their eyes up and hold the ball up and be strong with it and look for a teammate.
I'll tell you something I thought Hazard did last year, and you're kind of seeing it this year. Coach Highland he plays to the top of his talent level.
He does. I thought last year's team probably played as hard as they could play, and he got every ounce of sweat he could get out of it.
But you're talking about picking those shoes. That reminds me of a story Bill Walton told when he came in and looked at Coach Wood in his second year after he'd been Player of the Year, and he said, "Coach," he said, "I think I ought to be able to grow my beard out and have my hair long like I want to. I'm Player of the Year." He said, "Well, son," he said, "that's an option." He said, "and you're a really good player." As Leslie misses another one round, he said, "And wherever you decide to play this season, I wish you the best of luck."
And he meant that.
Absolutely. And Bill Walton said he never pedaled his bicycle so fast getting to the barber shop. As David Brock's going to step to the line for 2 shots. And David, only the 4th point of the quarter for Leslie County.
Yeah, they've started off good, but cold shooting, second quarter, here at the start of the second quarter has been tough. And the last couple minutes of the first quarter.
Brock knocks them both down. Hazard, I'm sure with 30 seconds to go, Coach Holland's probably going to hold for 1 here unless they get a wide open layup. Caleb Morris into the game, playing the 1, moved Seth Cottle over to the 2.
I think there's the drop. He dropped late, but nice shot by Cottle out of the corner on the rotation.
Long 3 off, no good. Offensive board, and there's another missed layup. So at the half, Hazard 36, Leslie County 16. We'll take a break. We'll come back and get you caught up on first half action on Hometown 24.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Since 1954, Heinemann Funeral Services has been part of this community. When your family needs someone who cares, Danny Terry and his staff are here to help. During your family's time of need, they are a helping hand through every step of the process, from services to monument and to your loved one's final resting place. Celebrating over 50 years proud service to the community, Heinemann Funeral Services.
Appalachian Wireless and Samsung introduced the smartphone that everyone is flipping over, the Z Flip 3. Looking for something that stands out in the crowd amongst regular smartphones? Then the Z Flip 3 is the device for you. On the region's best service, Appalachian Wireless. The Z Flip 3 is an actual flip phone that, when opened, reveals a stunning 6.7-inch touchscreen for the best of both worlds. It's compact, powerful, and the most unique smartphone in the world. Get more information at AppalachianWireless.com. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in getting your hands dirty.
I believe the best recipes are never written down.
I believe in fried chicken, cornbread, and soup beans.
I believe in the cards. I believe in cats.
I believe in insurance coverage that helps you sleep at night.
I believe in always carrying an umbrella.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Contact Derek Bowling, your Kentucky Farm Bureau agent in Hazard. Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Hindman and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
At TVS Cable, we are committed to providing you with the best broadband available. Whether that be through expansion of our fiber-to-the-home facilities, new builds into previously unserved areas, or by launching DOCSIS 3.1, the latest technology in cable broadband. TVS Cable has always changed with the demands of Eastern Kentucky, and we will continue to make investments in our area because we care about Eastern Kentucky. It's our home too.
Being in an accident can leave you feeling vulnerable and lost. You need a lawyer who will fight for you and be there by your side the entire way. What I believe is that with trust and collaboration, we can get you the justice that you deserve. Go to KyleSHall.com right now to schedule a free consultation. I will review the details of your case and get you back on your feet. Don't navigate the legal system alone. Get me in your corner right now.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at TimShortAutoGroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
Welcome to Memorial Gymnasium, and we are at the Mann Toyota at the half, brought to you by Mann Toyota Prestonsburg. David Adams and Harold Brashear, and man, what a deal you can get over at Mann Toyota.
Absolutely. Go over and see those folks. Large selection of Toyota and other vehicles right over at Prestonsburg, and if you get a chance, check them out.
You know, David, Leslie County was up 9-8 in this game and had missed some shots that they could have been up, 2-3 more baskets. All of a sudden, Hazard just kind of slowly and gradually started building a lead.
Coach Holland changed, mixed the defenses up, got some turnovers, went down and hit some buckets, and Leslie County's not been shooting it very well, and they've had some opportunities. It's just not went for them. But hopefully, they'll regroup and come out second half, see if they can handle the pressure and put some shots in the basket.
Leslie had 7 turnovers. Hazard also had 7, but Hazard really hurt Leslie County on the offensive backboard. Smiley Ford controlling the paint. He had 11 points. Chris Jones had 5, so they're doing a lot of damage in the paint.
Yeah.
Cameron Bradford had 5 points for Leslie County. Nobody else able to put up more than a bucket. Banks with that 3, second leading scorer for Leslie County, and we said they had to find some offense, and right now they're having a hard time finding that.
Right. Harold, watching Hazard play, seemed like for this early in the season, they're organized very well about what they're supposed to do on the floor. Very impressed with that. They're organized well. I like the way they're sharing the ball, and I think their defense intensity is very good. And I think this team may be a little better than I thought they was going to be at the start.
When I was looking at, who I was going to put where, I think pretty much everybody has Breathitt County at the top of that list. I think they're a very, very talented team. Everybody talked about Perry Central. They had a lot of kids coming back. They added Landon Napier from Estill County. They added Dylan Knight from Buckhorn. They came out, took a bad loss. Not a bad Harlan team, but the way Harlan County beat them. 29-6 at the end of the first quarter. But I think Perry kind of righted the ship a little bit against Cordia. That remains to be seen. But Hazard, a team nobody was talking about.
Right. You're right. And, I didn't expect what we're seeing tonight this early. You lose Pelfrey and Napier, two good guards, and we've got one out injured.
Max Johnson out injured.
Johnson, and
Shoptaw.
Yeah.
I mean, that's your top 4 guards from last year.
Yeah, and but Turner has come in and played good defense, and Jones has played hard, and so this team is going to battle this year. So, folks, get ready. The Bulldogs will battle another season.
Because, I thought, we were talking about Breath at Perry. Knott comes out. They take an early loss to Letcher Central. Cordia's got a lot of talent. They take a loss to Perry Central. So, a lot of parity in the region. Breath is still undefeated. They're taking on Johnson Central tonight. I think that game was tied at 13 a moment ago. But I tell you, it's going to be deep. 23-17 now. Johnson Central has pulled out to a 6-point lead. And this is a game I expected Breathitt to win, David. How about you?
Yes, I did, and win double digits, to be honest with you, Harold. So, but who knows? We've seen things happen. We've seen last season. We've seen the Patriots at one stretch was not playing very well. But all of a sudden, it got near tournament, and it was like a different team with Dameron out there at the guard and the big guy underneath, and Napier shooting it from the center line, and it just went.
Napier's shooting it well right now down at Transylvania University.
I think that guy gets up in the morning and goes to practice, walks in the gym, and if he just gets a ball at the door, it's shot. And he knows how to do it.
He can do it.
He knows how to do it.
And the thing about this game, it's a 20-point game. If you're Hazard, things are going well. Leslie County, if you can make some shots, with a 3-point line, you can get back in a game. But I tell you what, Coach Al Holland coached teams.
Right.
Don't give up too many leads.
Right. You're exactly right. We want to thank everybody for being with us for the Man Toyota at the half. We appreciate it, and appreciate those guys over at Prestonsburg.
Ford running the point here on this first play. Didn't expect to see that. See what Coach Allen's got up his sleeve here.
No, he's not sending anybody up yet to the middle, and I expect that. Right there he is, and he was ready for the basketball. Open shot coming up for the Bulldogs. Had a pass either way there, Harold.
Yeah.
Either block.
And penetration, he's going to draw a foul.
Yeah.
And they're going to give him 2 shots. I thought he was in the motion to pass the ball, but they're going to give him 2.
Yeah. Third period from Memorial Gym.
Free throw.
He's got to stay on the line, and he's got to bend his knees and fall through. He shot it quickly, Harold. Really, I thought he may have been over the line before the ball hit, to be honest.
I think you're right.
Now that he did a better job. He did fall through. He didn't hit it, but he did a better job falling through.
And Hazard another offensive rebound and battling for another one. And it's going to be a jump ball. But Leslie County's got to do something to keep Hazard off those boards.
Well, Leslie County's head's down right now. They've got to battle back. You got to keep playing. They're down 20, and you've got to pick your head up and keep playing.
And if you're a coach, you go in, you tell your team, 0-0. Let's make something positive
happen.
Exactly
Right.
Get ready for the next game. But this game far from over. But that's the kind of the mentality you have to come in. You got to say it's 0-0, and nice move there by Hensley. But look at Jones, or that's Duff, steps over and draws the charge. And Hensley got up in the air right there.
He did. He elevated well, and
he looked like a young Josh Cornick going to the rim right there.
Well, Harold, I think everybody's got their view on that. We better not pick on him too much. He did have pizza in the station tonight, so we appreciate that.
Nice pass down to Ford. Missed that one.
I like that shot, though. He had good form, went up.
And they're going to say that foul's against Hazard.
And by the way, we want to thank Eddie Browning and Happy Mobilini and Coach Holland for letting Hometown 24 come down tonight and do the ball game. We appreciate that. And let's don't forget the old baseball coach, John Meehan, who is doing real well.
He is.
And glad to see that. A real good guy. We always like talking with John Meehan.
I'll tell you what, he and his family, huge Michigan fans. That's where they're from. That's a nice bucket there. As that is Rice gets it to go in. He's going to go to the line to get a three-point play attempt.
Nice move by Rice down the paint and comes in and gets the roll.
But Meehan and his family went up and watched the Michigan game where they beat Ohio State. So.
You know, I didn't know he was a Michigan fan.
Yep, that's where their family's originally
and
from.
I thought he was a perfect guy.
Yeah, that goes to show you.
I thought he was a big UK guy, but evidently, a good guy, John Meehan, no question.
And I tell you what, you talk about a guy who gets his team ready for the postseason.
He does, don't he?
Man,
I think he just keeps everything held back. I just don't think, I mean, his record is showing that.
Yeah, I mean he's doing something.
Yeah.
You'll see Coach Holland. They'll work on a few things here. And they're not going to get in any hurry to take a shot.
No, they're not. Leslie with that zone. Nice drive by the Bulldogs.
Nice dump down, and Jones lays it in and draws the foul. And, David, when you get in the middle of that zone, good things happen.
That is absolutely right. That's the key of breaking down the pressure of the zone. And, Harold, that's the key of breaking down the zone press as well,
Yeah, that's what you mentioned. Leslie County wouldn't bring a guy to the middle in that press.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. Coach Rice there at the end started bringing a guy over, and I think he changed it up. I think he had confidence in his ball handling that he didn't have to, but he changed it up.
And Coach Rice going to take a timeout. Didn't like what he saw offensively. And that's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. Hazard by 21, 5:35 to go in the third.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Back to action here at Memorial Gymnasium. And, David, a lot of ball games been played in this gym.
Oh, absolutely. And some good basketball games. Some good basketball. And still some good games left to be played.
Leslie almost picked up a 5-second call there. Tell you what, Tyson Turner aggravating Hensley just tenaciously.
Yeah, Hensley thought he may have got a shove there or a push, but the official didn't think so. So we're going to go the other way. So the Eagles got to get their defense set and try to make some buckets and get some turnovers and get back in this thing.
As you'll see, Coach Holland, you notice that goes to the corner. They're overloading one side against that zone. They're causing mismatches.
And I'm going to tell you, when Coach Holland gets an 18, 20-point lead, he's going to turn this ball over and get a good shot. You can bet on it.
And there's a wide open shot out of the corner. It won't fall. Hazard trapping off the miss. Nice job by Leslie County. They get it out and laid up and in by Trenton Rice. He's got all 4 points here for Leslie.
Nice break by the Eagles to get the bucket.
Ford triple teamed. Hazel made a nice move, couldn't get it to go, but that's a move that as Leslie turns it over. That's a move that we've seen Damon Tobler use to a lot of success this year at Alice Lloyd.
Yes. Tobler tough on that block when he wants to be there. And it shouldn't be long till we will have them on again, Harold, and be looking forward to that.
Turnover hazard.
Yeah, he wanted to pass the ball across, but Eagle too close on defense, and he decided not to and took the step.
You know, David, kids are kids, and they're going to be kids. How do you keep a team motivated when you're ahead 20 at halftime? How do you keep it going?
Well, you know, Coach Holland has played 10 kids, and he's got that option of going down his bench and pulling somebody in if he feels he's not getting the effort. I don't know if he could have done that last year, but I don't know if he'd had to do that. He always had the effort last year. And it looks like that is going to be here this year as well.
You can tell.
There's a
bucket there by Browning.
Browning were right place at the right time to get that little put back.
But you can tell one of Hazard's goals was to hold Wyatt Hensley in check.
Yes. I like the move, but you got to finish that. And Turner made a good move. Look here, he's got good quickness, good pass over to Ford, and he drains it.
What do you do if Andrew Ford starts making threes?
You know, I think hey, Harold, you brought up a good point there. I think for Hazard to have an opportunity and a chance to win the region, and they do have a chance. They're like some other teams. Ford has got to shoot it some from the outside.
I agree.
You know, he can still go in and do the inside game, but he needs to be able to hit that shot out there.
I coached him in the 4th grade. He was my 1 and 2. He played a little bit of 1, a little bit of 2.
Right.
He just happened to grow.
It changed his position a little bit.
Yes.
Hensley, a little awkward shot there, and Bulldogs going to get a bucket going back the other way.
That's Dawson Duff beating everybody down the court. Good pass ahead by Turner. And just as we talk about the Bulldogs maybe being a little flat, they pushed the lead out to 24. Here with 2.5 to play in the third.
That's one of those fouls. You're there at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Hazard student section seems like it's even grown a little bit more here in the second half.
So. I think they've drove by the gymnasium, seen the lights on, say, hey, let's check it out. So they have. Looks like we're going to have a
Leslie going to have to take a full timeout. Couldn't get it in. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Hometown 24.
For over 100 years, the Bank of Hyman has been committed to serving our community and serving the future of our families, homes, and businesses. With our new convenient online banking, viewing your account balance and history, transferring money, and paying bills has never been easier or more secure. And with the construction of our new headquarters, we've renewed our promise to Hyman to stand by our customers even in troubling economic times, because we're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. That's the Bank of Hyman. Log on to www.bankofhyman.com or give us a call at 606-785-3158.
Since 1954, Heinemann Funeral Services has been part of this community. When your family needs someone who cares, Danny Terry and his staff are here to help. During your family's time of need, they are a helping hand through every step of the process, from services to monument and to your loved one's final resting place. Celebrating over 50 years proud service to the community, Heinemann Funeral Services. Since
Welcome back into Memorial Gymnasium. Leslie County has to burn a timeout on an inbounds play, and they're getting short on timeouts. But going to try to work on some things, a little quick trap.
And Hazard had that trap. The top man come over slow.
Three-pointer there by Leslie County to cut it back to 21.
Good pressure by the Eagles up top. Bulldogs moving the basketball. Turner right through the lane, and that was easy, but he's got to use the board on that and finish.
Wow, Duff just wasn't on balance as breakaway layup.
You know, the Eagles are putting more pressure out here on the wings, Harold, and that's affected Hazard a little bit the last 3 trips. Really, they've bobbled the ball and took some awkward shots. And notice the pressure when it goes to the side here. See, they've got 3 Eagles to 2 Bulldogs. Look here. And they're doubling.
Good look by Ford. Turner couldn't handle it.
Oh, that's a tough shot.
Duff gets it up off the glass and in. He's into double figures now with 10 points.
Duff showed his strength there going up and using the board.
Ford almost shot that gap. Lazy pass. Leslie Kane, a little circle play out of bounds.
I seen that one coming. And I seen that one coming. Leslie on the break, going to take the 3 outside, no good. Nice putback by
Andrew Hackert with his second bucket of the game.
You know, those numbers are a little bit tough to pick up, Harold, because
they're a lot tough.
Yeah, they are. They are tough.
With the black and then the dark maroon numbers.
Good spacing by Hazard here as he's going to take the clock down and go for this last shot to end the third. So I look for Turner to make his drive here if he gets the basketball back. Here we go.
Good call, Mr. Adams.
Well, Coach Holland had his offensive players spread out, so what do? You take advantage of it. And another bucket, and didn't use the board and going to get it anyway.
Turnover, Leslie County. Duff with a bucket. He's got 12. Going to the line to try to complete the three-point play. And if you're Leslie County, you battle, and then you give up 2 quick buckets at the end of the quarter.
Yeah.
And possibly a free throw. And, you know, that's demoralizing to a team, really.
Yeah. Coach Rice is, you know, it's early in the season. If he can go back and he'll work on some of these things that they need to correct. And they'll be better as the season goes.
80-footer off the back of the rim.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the third quarter, Hazard 52, Leslie County 29. We'll be back for fourth quarter action.
Appalachian Wireless and Samsung introduced the smartphone that everyone is flipping over, the Z Flip 3. Looking for something that stands out in the crowd amongst regular smartphones? Then the Z Flip 3 is the device for you. On the region's best service, Appalachian Wireless, the Z Flip 3 is an actual flip phone that, when opened, reveals a stunning 6.7-inch touchscreen for the best of both worlds. It's compact, powerful, and the most unique smartphone in the world. Get more information at AppalachianWireless.com. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back to Memorial Gym as we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. 52-29. It's been all Hazard so far.
And we got our fan cam going, and one of my favorite fans over there.
Yeah, I see. Your son is in that front row.
And he and several of his friends there and enjoying the game. And I tell you what, that student section has grown and grown throughout the game.
It has.
And, you know, that's what it's all about. I really like going to these gyms. And I tell you what, and I know it's an unpopular opinion amongst the elite, I guess, but I think that's the problem at Kentucky. You know, you don't have any student interaction down on the court.
And it seems like they have hardly none this year. It seems real quiet there, Harold. Now, football, I thought the student body got involved pretty good with them this year.
I did too. And who would have ever thought Kentucky was going to be moderately a football school? Nice look there. Nice cut by Jones.
Leslie hitting the middle man, and that's how you run the break, folks. You hit the middle man and hit your lead man, and right off the square it goes. Leslie coming back. Good pressure. Hazard got good spacing.
Go off the leg as
forward inbound.
Jones, the third player in the double figures now for Hazard. His spreading the offense out a little bit.
Jones had a good ball game tonight. I thought he's looked good.
Nice pass from Hazel down to Ford, who lays it up and in. He's got 18 to lead the way.
Nice bounce pass. Keep it low away from that defender.
Ford active on that wing, but goes right to Dalton Browning. He's been the right guy in the right spot a couple times.
He has indeed. Leslie trying to, well, you got to lose. Keep the pressure on, keep doubling, and go from there as Ford uses the board on that left side and gets the bucket.
Leslie coming up to double team, and Hazard doing a good job not getting in a rush, just making a couple extra passes. 3 on the way, no good. Bradford going to try one from the corner.
Hazel's going to take it right middle and make a good solid pass. And I like the miss though, Harold. The kid used the board. It just scooted on him, but he did the right things there.
Hazard going to start getting some kids in. It looks like Patrick.
Yeah.
Cameron Cottle, Seth Cottle going to check in. I'd say that's the last we'll see of Hazel and Jones with a 25-point lead.
Yes. Of course, you know, Coach, it's early in the season, and, you know, he may be doing 3-4 minutes here and try somebody else, especially with that big lead.
Absolutely. And, you know, Coach, not a long bench this year. You look, not a lot of kids. You got a couple guys gone with injuries right now. It's Duff. Nice little finger roll over the front of the rim.
You know, Johnson, I think, can come back and help them.
Absolutely. He was their top defender probably last year.
Yeah, I think he could come back and help them if he, you know, you mentioned he had the surgery, and so if he can heal up, it's going to take a while, but if he can come back, it will help.
Ford, nice Euro step, gets the bucket and the foul. And Ford now with 22. One line to try to get 23.
Yeah.
You know, he and with Max Johnson and last year Jared Napier, they had 2 tremendous defenders. And, you know, you get Johnson back who can defend.
Do you know how he got injured? Or?
He has had they told me what it was, but it's a spot that's been on just above his kneecap. And it's been there for a while. And it's something that's been just kind of a nagging type injury. And this year he took a hit from a helmet right on it.
Oh, okay.
And it caused him a lot of pain, especially late in the season, a lot of swelling. And they just decided that now was the time to get that taken care of. And that way he would be back for the majority of basketball.
Right.
He's a baseball player. He'll be back for baseball. So probably a good decision. It wasn't anything that could. I think the way they explained it, he couldn't injure it more.
Right.
But it was a lot of pain and discomfort.
Good pressure by the Eagles to get the ball back as they'll bring it down with just over 5 minutes to go from Memorial Gym and Hazard, big lead. Pressure by the Bulldogs, man-to-man defense now. There's that little scoop shot and
bucket by Rice, and he's had 8 points here in the second half.
He's still continuing to play hard for the Eagles.
That's something, if you're Coach Rice, you have to look at.
That's exactly right. There's a nice little jumper.
Nice bucket by Caleb Morris.
Morris.
Into the game.
Caleb, a junior for the Bulldogs.
Leslie County continuing to battle. 3 by Bradford, rims off. Nice rebound. Ball tipped. We'll have a jump ball here.
Going to stay with the Eagles. Hazard 2-0 so far in the season, and looks like they're on the way of going 3-0. really high school basketball really is getting kicked underway, isn't it, Harold?
Absolutely, and they travel to Whitley County on Thursday this week, and then they travel to Cordia on Saturday. So two tough tests for the Bulldogs coming up this week.
That could be an interesting matchup, the Lions and the Bulldogs.
And got a matchup this Thursday here on Hometown 24, Letcher Central taking on the Cordia Lions. Letcher Central opened the season with a big win against Knott Central.
Yeah, that could be a good basketball game. And we'll have that one for you Thursday night. And I think that is a 7 o'clock tip. We're going to check that out for sure, but I think so.
And we'll be sure to tune in Thursday pregame for our new show, Full Court Press.
That's right. And yours truly will be working it. Mr. Harold Bashir. He'll be working ball games. He'll be working shows. So, folks, he's just a man of many talents.
A few talents just stretched across different areas. Hazard now a 27-point lead, and the lead just keeps growing, it seems like.
Yeah, Hazard shot the ball well tonight. They've moved it well. They've shared it. They've run the break well, and that's what has helped them get this lead. And I like this ball movement. They look in the middle, and guess what, Harold? It's a bounce pass, or it's away from the defense. It's, you can tell they've worked on these things.
I tell you what, I played my freshman and sophomore year at MC Napier for Harold Combs.
Yeah.
Who coached at Knott Central in Bell County, came out of retirement.
Yeah, good fundamental coach, Harold Combs.
If you didn't throw a bounce pass in his system, you could come over and sit on the bench till you learn how to throw a bounce pass.
Yeah, and Larry Hayes was that way with coaching the girls. He coached it. Now, he really liked the bounce pass, and he's very good at teaching it to the kids, the bounce pass. But, Harold, you're right. He was a fundamental guy.
As we see two outlaws leaving the gym, Nick and Sean Brashear there, making their way out. I guess they've seen enough tonight.
Yeah. Harold, other coaches that have been in the area, take Albert Combs, who was very good at teaching ball handling skills and all that stuff. And J.R. Noe, who was good at teaching passing and all those other things. We've had some good coaches, no question about it, in this area. And Eddie Gibson, who used to coach Duncan, very good at teaching fundamentals. And George Francis. And Pharisee Woods at Breathitt and Morton and all those guys. Roscoe Shafrick.
A lot of good coaches through this area through the years.
Good basketball teams. Hazard still putting the pressure on.
I'll tell you something, I was talking to some guys in Hazard the other day, and we were talking about the history of basketball and just how, back in the 40s and 50s, Knott Central was kind of the mecca of high school basketball, not just in the mountains. But, I didn't know it until I read the book. In 1956, when Carr Creek won the championship, and probably the second best team in the state was Wayland with King Kelly Coleman.
Yes.
They beat them in the semifinals. But all 5 starters from Knott County were from Knott County, and 4 of the 5 from Wayland were originally from Knott County. So
I didn't know that. So that's a good point. I did not know that.
So how good was basketball in Knott County?
And Morton, back when I had the privilege of a few times talking with him, I was his neighbor, and he mentioned the 55 team was better than the 56 that won the state tournament.
And that's
you had mentioned that earlier, that you had read that.
And then you go back to the early days, when they actually went to the national tournament and competed at Carr Creek in 1928.
Yeah. I think Gurney Adams and some more. The Fab Five, was that?
That's what they called them,
okay. Minute 6 to go, 72-44, and be sure you join us Thursday night for more high school basketball. The Cordia Lions and the Letcher Central Cougars will have that game around 7 o'clock. So tune in for that.
There's my man on the spot, Ethan Wolf, into the game. Going to fire it up.
He's getting closer, Earl. Hey, what sportsmanship is this? I mean, I like this.
Wolf going to drive in and gets the bucket. Yes, sir.
That's all right. Good sportsmanship. A lot of class by Hazard there in Leslie County, and I'm glad to see that.
I've had a chance to talk to that young man. I tell you what else I like about that young man. He's a Michael Jordan fan, not a LeBron James fan.
There you go.
And here he goes on the break, and he's going to get another. Oh. But, David, our player of the game, what do you think?
Well, Mr. Ford's going to get that one.
I think we'll go with Andrew Ford. Had 22 big points for the Bulldogs as Davion Strode fires a three. He's a football player. He's a fan favorite, really good kid. As that's going to be our final score. It looks like David Hazard 72, Leslie County 48. Hazard improves to 3-0 on the season. Leslie drops to 0-2. Hazard a couple good big games this week. Leslie County will take on Jackson County later in the week.
Yeah, Leslie County, they need to go back and work on ball movement, ball control, and shooting, using the board and doing fundamental things, Harold, and get back in it. Hazard, very impressed. I think they're going to be fine this season. I think they're going to compete well, and look out for the Bulldogs. They'll play hard.
And want to remind everybody, tune in 6 o'clock on Thursday for Full Court Press.
Yes.
And that will lead into the Letcher County Cougars taking on the Cordia Lions.
Should be a good night for basketball.
So for me, the Hall of Famer David Adams, Devin Combs producing for us tonight, along with Josh Cornett, we want to say thank you and tune in again on Thursday night to Hometown 24 for high school basketball.